all right. Let's get on. Let's get it on. Man, Keefe D. The moment has arrived on whether or not you will be able to return to your favorite place on earth, and that is in front of Vlad TV. Or he may hate Vlad in there. He may feel that Vlad and being this dude doesn't accept accountability. He may hold Vlad and them accountable and shit. That's probably why Vlad wouldn't testify. Vlad was probably looking at it like, if this guy is to be found innocent, I want the first interview because now they can't do anything to the brother. He cannot be charged with double jeopardy. So this is the moment of truth, homie. And this case could be a 50-50 case. And I was hearing them earlier talking about the fact that this is a circumstantial based case, being there's no physical evidence. But there are many people who are sitting on death row, serving life in prison based on circumstantial evidence that points directly to these folks. Their guilt is clear and is present as hell, because one thing with criminals is they do everything to try to clean up scenes and leave no trace evidence of them being involved in crimes. So the circumstances of this one is this dude speaking about everything, and then the fact that prosecution has brought people in to speak about what they observed that lined up with everything he done told in his story, especially in the story with the women who came there and spoke on the stand about arriving at this dang light, speaking of Suge and Tupac, the shooting taking place, the women ducking down, driving off. Keefe D years ago, speaking about women, these bras being there at the light and chasing them, and they think they part of the death row entourage and trying to drive other security members to shoot at them and shit. And then also with what can link them is the fact that immediately after this shit, a huge gang beef erupts out there in Compton between the two rival factions. So there's a lot riding up on this damn case for this dude and his family, whether he'll be innocent or whether or not he will die in prison. But would it be better to die in prison or die out there on the streets? I'm wondering, what would you choose? But this dude has sealed his fate, possibly. His defense team didn't spend much time on what they had. They wasted their time even bringing any witnesses up. I think they finished their whole argument within the day, brought up three witnesses and rested their damn case, and now this shit heads to the jury. I think they give the jury the instructions tomorrow. The jury probably deliberate on that shit Monday, if not that same day. That'd be crazy. They'll go in there and get instructions. If they are to deliberate on that shit, are going to Monday and give this dude the fucking verdict. I want to see Keefe D reaction to this shit. That's why I'm glad they allowed the cameras in on this shit to see the reaction. And it's crazy that there's concurrent cases that involve the rap industry. There are 3 cases taking place simultaneously. I say concurrent, but simultaneously. This one, which is about to end, you got that King Von, no, not King Von, the little Durkin, whoever his friends is, and then you got the damn Mo 3 shit. And I was seeing some shit that they was showing that I hope my Mo 3 didn't get killed over no damn poo nanny and shit. That they were stating that or the girlfriend of the killer got on the stands and stated that she. Wait, let me go into this shit. Let me pull this shit up with the Mo 3. I'm gonna go back to this Keefe shit. Cause this some wild shit. It's crazy with what weird motherfuckers that do over some cooch. Supposedly this fool was over there at this chick house moments before. So let me see. Give me 1 second to find this one up. Mo3. Mo3. Let me see this girlfriend of the killer. Let me see. Where is this shit at? I know that. Oh, here it go. Here it go. Girlfriend testifies. So Mo3. Oh wait, Mo3. Mo3's girlfriend testified. Wait, hold on. The girlfriend. I thought it was the killer's girlfriend. Hold on. Let me check this one out. And they were saying that his son may have told the killer or something about where he's at. Hold on. Because I think that's... Hold on. Where is this shit at, folks? Give me 1 second to find this shit. Being this freestyle. Hold on. Let me find this shit.
The hours and days leading up.
Hold on, let me find this chick, see what she is. Begins. All right, here we go. Let me see. What's her relations? All right, let me see. I'll go with that one. All right, let me pull this up.
Murder of Dallas rapper Mo3 now slowly coming into focus.
Prosecutors spent today trying to connect the accused.
Ever wonder what does it feel like to travel in one of these?
All right, hold on.
Well, in today's video, we will give you some idea.
By having Mo3 over your house, that could be a safety issue, right?
Yeah, you said it, yeah.
That is the murdered rapper's girlfriend and a key witness who testified for
girlfriend.
most of the morning. Mo3, whose real name was Melvin Noble.
So these the stupid motherfucker. Wait, which one is the killer? Oh, that's accused hitman, the accomplice. These motherfuckers look stupid. All of these motherfuckers look dumb as shit. Even this fool Yellow Beezy.
Was staying with Jacqueline Jackson. Today, we learned she is also connected to one of the suspects in the murder, Devin Brown.
Devin Brown is the accomplice. Oh, man. So this how cold this shit is. These motherfuckers is weenie, the poo-ass dudes. And the fact that dudes ain't played enough and these bitches is messy. They blur the lines. They play across lines. Hold on, let me fix something with this audio shit. That this shit is wild as hell. This shit wild as hell. Let me see. Let me see. That should do it right there. That shit wild that this fool got killed over some poo nanny. And then the other fool, he a sucker too, because I think he was smashing the chick too.
Melvin Noble was staying with Jacqueline Jackson. Today, we learned she is also connected to one of the suspects in the murder, Devin Brown.
Wow.
Prosecutors say Brown was with the accused hitman Keefe White when the murder happened. White is on trial for the murder, but investigators say it was another rapper, professional named Yellow Beezy, who ordered the hit. Fox 4 Stephen Dial is following the trial. Steve,
we continue to learn more and more information as this trial goes on. The girlfriend of Mo3 testified for hours today. Her uniqueness to the case: she is the mother of Devin Brown's children. Brown was allegedly in the car with Keefe White when the shooting.
Wait, so she got kids? So this sucker ass fool mad his baby mama getting bust down by this fool. And then so they go to follow this motherfucker on the freeway and shit. Man, these dudes is weak as shit, homie.
Happened on I-35. This is the second day of testimony for the prosecution. On day one, we heard from eyewitnesses who saw the shooting on 35 back in November of 2020. Today, we continue to hear testimony from Jacqueline Jackson.
Let's see what she look like. She probably like, I got that fire. Got motherfuckers running on the goddamn highway with the AK over this poo nanny and shit. Poo nanny that done push kids out of it. These weird ass dudes.
Left off from where she was testifying yesterday. The day before the shooting, she said that Devin Brown asked her son if Mo3 was at the house. Then the morning of the murder, she said he messaged her son again, which she...
Damn, what a stupid ass father. What a stupid ass father, homie. Tender nutsack motherfucker.
He described as being random. After she found out about the murder, she went to Dallas police. Here's what she told them.
Good job.
I went to the police because I feel like my kid's father has something to do
I'm
with
going
it.
to object to speculation again.
Good job, lady.
Your Honor, she's answered the question. That's exactly.
Go ahead. What was your answer?
I knew. I just knew. My intuition told me.
That Devin had something to do with this.
Yes.
And did you reach out to Devin to ask him about that?
I asked my son first. I asked my son if his daddy asked if Melvin was at my house. That's how I went. My intuition.
This shit over pussy, man. I don't see how Yellow Beezy caught up in it. These motherfuckers is chumps, homie. Like, homie, let her go. She done chose up, dummy. These fools is way the fuck out. And salute to her for fucking being like, I ain't protecting this weak ass motherfucking punk. She went right to the cops on this monkey ass. You big, dumb, stupid motherfucker. And then you got your son involved in that shit. You fucking FAG ass dude. Get the fuck up out of here. Now you about to sit up in a cell with a bunch of fucking dudes. Fucking idiot. What a fucking dummy, boy. These dudes love that prison and shit. These dudes love that prison and shit.
Picked up and I asked my son, had he talked to his daddy, asked if he was at my house, and my son told me yes.
Good job.
Prosecutors say Yellow Beezy, also known as Marquise Conway, allegedly paid Keewan White to kill Mo 3. The only time that Conway's name came up during Jackson's testimony is when she mentioned that they went to school together. Jackson is an unusual witness, having a relationship with both the victim and one of the suspects. She was reluctant to taking the stand today for the state. On cross-examination, the defense asked her why.
And you just made a post not too long ago, a couple days ago, about this case, right?
Yes.
Okay. That post was not in good standing with, really just told that you just don't really want to be here, you don't think that, right?
I have been harassed and accused of setting up Melvin Nobles for 6 years. So, yes, and also been harassed by one of his kids' mothers that went online and said that I set him up. So, yeah, I did feel that way. I do feel that way. I don't like a picture of people painting me to
Good fucking job, young lady. Good job. Because let me just say this, because that reminds me of like how people be quick to jump to conclusions. Like we all do that shit. I even do that shit because of history and what it has shown us with people, and the fact that in the community we come from, ain't even our community, because in the upper class white community, they chicks do it. Middle class white communities, lower income white communities, they broads would set shit up. So a lot of people feel that way because a lot of these broads get down scandalous, the pillow talking shit. The fact that a lot of these dudes is weenies, they act like they love coochie, but they really want to use the coochie so they can commit a crime to get next to dudes' asses and shit, which they later classify in their minds. They think it's pussy, but it's bussy. These dudes love dudes and shit. They do anything to get motherfucking life sentence. This dude probably gonna slip the judge a note and tell the judge, give me life. I don't want to go home. Give me life. That's what these motherfuckers be doing. That's what the streets are turned into. These dudes are secret cheerleaders. And this reminds me of how this chick is being accused of the setup. It was the same thing popping off with PMB Rock situation, where the situation was put out, or the speculation that situation was his girl set him up. She dropped the location because she posted a plate or something about where they were eating. And it almost seemed, because everything matches in a conspiracy and people putting things together, doing their own kind of internet sleuth work, everything kind of matched up. Like this chick had something to do with it. Like, why would you be coming to this Roscoe's, flashing and shit? And it just so happened there was another pathetic, sorry, worthless motherfucker that had been sitting in this goddamn establishment, canvassing the area to pass intel to another criminal motherfucking father who's going to use his teenage son to go in there and rob whoever they marked out. And that's exactly what happened. They just happened to be in there at the wrong time and definitely in the wrong fucking place. And so that lady, P&B Rock girl, she pretty as a motherfucker. Just like this chick pretty as a motherfucker too. She took years to clear her name up. And people placing blame on her, his family accusing her of setting him up and all that other shit. Because it kind of fit the description of the fact that there's a lot of these bras out here who set shit up like that. And that's the reason why people jump to those conclusions. That's why I say, and me, I keep a player mindset. It has kept me. That's why I thank God from being from South Central, being a dude who been raised around some of the wicked and slick motherfuckers of the world, and being able to see shit and identifying shit and spotting shit from far on some Hubble telescope shit. I can like spot it. These bitches get down scandalous. This is why I don't put nothing past abroad. That's why I say the shit I say. I don't be wanting bitches cooking for me. I don't need none of that shit. You ain't gotta do nothing for me. Just be authentic. That's why I'm big on that shit. Just be authentic with me. You ain't gotta do none of that fake love shit. I don't be wanting to hear that shit because I peeped the game. I'm too game to fuck up. I'm too raw with the shit I say. And a lot of people wanna disarm you and leave you on some suckified shit. So that's why she was being accused of possibly setting this dude up. But it happened to be a weak ass dude she got these kids with that wouldn't let her go and decided to get his homeboy involved in this shit. And they probably was beefing. Who knows? Who knows? They probably beefing. He living in their house with her, in there with his son. This nigga jealous as shit. Like, homie, get over the poo nanny fool. He probably couldn't get no other chicks. That's probably why he was tripping like that.
Set people up. I'm not a Money Maya. I don't know who Money Maya is. That's not me. So yes, I made a post.
And then you mentioned Money Maya. Money Maya is like a girl setting up people to be killed.
Correct.
Okay, that's a new term to me. A Money Maya. That's the term. You know, y'all had a term for that shit. She said a Money Maya. So Money Maya is one of them bitches I was talking about that has set motherfuckers up.
Crime scene workers for the Dallas Police Department also testified today, showing pictures of the scene. Steve, a police officer was left on the stand this evening.
Yeah, so there we have that shit. Is these fools have set themselves to be fucked over, homie. But they gonna go where they deserve to go. And that is to be in prison with the boys they commit crimes to be around. That's all they do this shit for. Because they don't give a fuck about these chicks out here. They showing the fuck don't. And to get out there and do the shit that this dude did in broad daylight, out on the highway to chase a dude down like that, like, dude, you wanted to take your stupid ass to fucking prison. You enjoying that shit. You enjoying that shit. And then hopefully the girl is good. But back to the Keefe D shit. So with Keefe D's situation, man, for one, if he is to win this case, he has to move. Because I believe the location of the home that was raided, where he got captured at, that address has been put out there from what I think I remember with the case. They had put that damn house out there. So he can't go back to that motherfucker. Then it's top on here. Good as fuck. So he can't go back to that shit. He has to go find a new residence and shit. But guess what he also has to do? He has to go find a fucking way to draw income. He has to find an income source. So guess where he's going back to? His good old buddy Vlad. And the top dollar is what he's going to demand. He's probably going to get back out here and do another book possibly. Find a new writer. Keefe D is probably about to make shitloads of money over his experiences. And be on some, and then paint himself as a Teflon Don ass motherfucker. He about to blow the fuck up if he wins this goddamn trial. And the fact of looking at this motherfucker in court is Keefe D seems like a natural at this shit. That motherfucker is the most different fucking defendant I've ever seen in my life, homie. He is fit for this shit. He don't give two shits. He in there when he ready to go off on a motherfucker. Look at him like they some old chump ass, bustard ass motherfucker. He is definitely a killer and won't blink an eye or even lose a second of sleep over murking a motherfucker. So he definitely has to move. He's definitely gonna probably bank for top dollar. It'd be crazy. That'd be just shameful if they did a movie, the Keefe D movie. That'd be some wild shit. I don't think nobody go watch no shit like that. Or maybe they fucking probably would. This fool will have the right. He'll just get a can't touch me card for the rest of his life and then try to go make money because Keefe D comes from money. So to be without that shit, he about to get right back to that shit. And to gain the fame from that shit. He is about to blow up, and now it's gonna set Tupac and the family back. Or does Tupac family get to do with what the family against O.J. Simpson, who I think they were wrong for going after O.J. There's a killer out there that's free. Do they get to file a civil lawsuit against him? And how would that go? But then it's worth it to file a civil lawsuit against them, or maybe file the lawsuit, win that shit, and have it to where the judge have the whatever proceeds Keefe D wins are is awarded, not awarded, but whatever type of business he goes in, he draws revenues from sales and shit that the family gets to accumulate that shit. And maybe they could take a dude, even though he ain't extremely wealthy, to civil trial and hold him liable for the death. But if he is to be found guilty, I see Keefe D blowing the fuck up in court. I can hear his family and friends that are in attendance. They begin to break out, have the emotional outbursts. Keefe D reacts to that shit, and maybe Keefe D loses his mind. He spazzes out, go off about Tupac, disrespect him, and ultimately fuck himself over every damn appeal that he puts in trying to go forward. So his best bet is to control his temper, let the judgment go through, do not react and respond or disrespect Tupac's name, give it time. Probably gonna need a new lawyer because you fuck it up. You fucked your case up for every single attorney that needs to represent you because of the level of shit running your mouth has done to you for this damn situation. So like I said, they don't need a gun in his situation. They don't need surveillance cameras. All they need is those videos. And there's multiple videos from multiple years of this motherfucker running his mouth and giving detailed accounts, and then to give such a description of Pac jumping over the seat and trying to run in the back and Suge diving over him, because it was always the craziest thing. This is how this shit was probably being leaked out, is because I remember early on when they were saying this shit happened, they were saying that so it had to be these dudes in the cars was putting that shit out. And probably telling the broad that shit, and that shit start leaking all throughout the city. That's where Suge was being blamed for setting Pac up, because they was talking about Suge using Pac as a shield. But it was probably that fool trying to hold Pac down. They claiming that Suge held Tupac there to catch the bullets. Like, wouldn't no motherfucker do that, no damn setup. You sit in the car next to a motherfucker, set up a murder of him, and you gonna hold him like bullets can't try. And then Pac little. A bullet go right through his little ass. Like, ain't nobody setting up that kind of shit. Like, these fools out here crazy, but it went on to only people who can describe some shit like that to be the people in that car. And therefore, he was in that shit. The fact that the people out of Compton probably recognized the car, knew who car was. And then that's why they want the war, but never being able to find these dudes who were involved in that shit that they needed to retaliate against. So they just like, fuck, we're gonna take down innocent people behind their actions and shit. And like I say, they immediately got busy following this shit. But me, if I'm a jury member, I'm gonna find this dude. I'll find his ass guilty. I will find Keefe guilty in this shit. Ain't no way he innocent in this shit. This fool done gave out too many accounts. I'm listening to everything they're presenting, listening to his tapes with Greg Kading, listening to his interviews on the dialogue shit, the Vlad, and he did some other shit. And all of his stories just line up. His book, everything he stated in the book, all that shit. Like, fool, you got in the shit. And then on top of that, you got a photo shrine at your house of this motherfucker. You come back to the city where this shit happened to live in. You probably driving the fucking Koval and Flamingo to laugh about that shit, to relive this image that only y'all at that corner have the fucking relive, homie. That shit is a joke to this heartless ass old dude, homie. That shit is a joke to his old heartless ass. This motherfucker is crazy, homie. But if he beats this shit, oh, he about to be the most vocal, arrogant motherfucker that has lived. He about to talk shit about everybody he disagreed with in this motherfucking case. He gonna talk about all the damn social media people on this mug. He about to shit on Pac and the family, his friends. This dude about to be on the ultimate disrespectful shit that one has ever seen. But he can't be public. He can't catch it. He can't find himself think he can just walk freely out here in the streets. Absolutely not. And the Velocity Cuss says, he says straight from the hells to the pen. Let me, what's up? Because the dude's time in the building. Oh, let me get this on TV. Says straight from the halls to the pen. Says an adolescent nigga is standing way higher than, says way higher than 6'10". Let me see. Velocity Cuss says, hey, blood, says I heard Foodie, says Foodie Hendrix socked y'all niggas up. Says, is that true? Man, Foodie ain't sock up shit. Foodie doing her typical lonely at night, mad we ending the stream, she around a bunch of dudes and wanted to start talking shit and had to blaze her ass. We had to blaze her. And then, no, we had a good time clowning and shit. We had a good time clowning. But you know, when the night over, Foodie, I go to bed, that lonely shit. Them chicks hate going to bed lonely and shit. They play all that diva shit, play hard to get, talk shit, and then at the end of the night, all they hearing is crickets, which scared them and shit, and they rolled over in that damn bed all alone and brought a big ass bed, nobody in it with it. They all they got is memories of motherfuckers tooting their asses over. And now they got to pull out roses and dildos and shit. And then Picasso says when women can't whoop you, says she will fake it until they make it. Wait, what you mean by that? Says when women can't whoop you, says she will fake it until she make it. What the hell you mean? Like whoop? Like what do you mean? He says they'll use words to cut deep. Okay, I got you. So they'll use words to cut deep. Says they will turn your family and friends against you. Says taint your food. Says get you fired and in prison. Oh yeah, some chicks is heartless motherfuckers. Some of these broads is heartless as a motherfucker, and that's why I'm always mindful. And I don't, a chick can't get nothing over on me, because the minute you file, the minute my heart turn off. I'm glad I'm like that. I'm glad I'm the way that I'm fucking in. I don't put too much into people. I don't let my emotions carry over where I'm about to be enraged by a bitch. I'm gonna treat you like you ain't shit. Like all that going in prison for a motherfucker, you bitch. You crazy as fuck. And they'll be crying. Fools turn to alcoholics, drug addicts, cause some broad done left. These niggas walk in, find a bitch in there, brought some other fool in the house. They getting banged out. Like, bitch, you still can go. Or cause ultimately you don't lose yourself over that shit. You keep grinding Because a lot of times bitches that get down scandalous like that, life don't turn out fair for them broads. Them bitches' lives turn out fucked all the way up. And then Picasso says he got jumped in the casino and retaliated, which resulted in death. Says they can't rule it out as gang violence. Says gangs have different rules in the streets than civilian. Man, nobody give a fuck about no court about whether or not you a gang and what rules you got in. Cause in the white man's world that these motherfuckers is the slaves to, none of that shit matters. The more ganger, the merrier. The more the gang, the more the merrier in court. So go ahead and tell us all about your policy. So you have the right to retaliate based on code and ethics of your gang. Jury, should we factor that in? Yeah, let him walk innocent. He's not a civilian. He's a gangster. You have to retaliate for the hood. Yeah, you remember that old hood grandma and them used to live in, Paul? Yeah, the Negroes are in it now, and they're shooting each other up. They falling for the bait. Yeah, soon we'll lock all these monkeys up and we'll move right back on in there. Their kids are so fucking stupid, and they're just losing everything. They don't have shit. So play that gang rule shit being different. Yeah, okay. We'll teach them. We'll show them when OG jury members say guilty in this motherfucker, and then they don't retaliate. They cry. They sitting here cry, beg the judge, please, and then their mama gonna go give it about 5 seconds. Oh, not my baby. Oh Lord. Okay, give it 2 seconds. The sister will start crying, and the aunts and all that. And then watch this one. Bailiff, get these monkey motherfuckers out my court. Oh Lord, it's 2026 and they treating black people like this. Black people we ain't got it for people. They going against it. They trying to kill us. Look at them. They trying to take us out. But you in court for killing 5 black motherfuckers. But that don't matter. The nigga broke the rules. It was street shit. But these white people ain't got nothing to do with it. See how they treat us. My baby was a good person. He ain't have to go to prison for life. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, go sit in that motherfucking cell, you fucking dummy. My cousin on the building, Deuce Time. And Deuce Time says someone testified that they seen the Cadillac. Says they seen the Cadillac leave from Suge's Vegas house. That was somebody. Oh wait, didn't somebody on Keefe D team say they seen it leaving Suge's house? Or was that Keefe D's attempt at having his witness to say the killers were with Suge? Like Keefe D and them attempt at trying to create doubt in this case has failed flat than a motherfucker. Picasso and they're rolling and shit. But yeah, that was some dumb shit to say they seen a Cadillac leave Suge house. So that means they knowing each other, that they went over there thinking that Tupac and Suge went back to the house and we'll find these fools over at this house. Oh, he ain't there. Let's go to 662. That's what's gonna make him. That's probably what's gonna add more to the criminal, like the criminal side of finding him guilty, is the fact that this shit got all type of premeditated shit on it. This ain't just no heat of passing shit. This is like, all right, your nephew get beat on. Y'all wasn't there to witness it. He telling you they jumped on him. So now you now you leave. Now you leave the hotel round up because it took a while for y'all to fucking rendezvous and shit. Then they jumped me, man. That Tupac nigga walked up and hit me with a cold, stiff right hand, and then I dropped. And then them niggas neck bone, bunch red, hair around. All the niggas from that damn song Live and Die in LA, they jumped on me, man. All the niggas from the song. They jumped on me. Plus the nigga we found in the mall. We gotta go. Oh no, nephew, fuck that. You my sister's son. You my sister's son. Come on, mama son. Let's go. About to round up. We're gonna find. Act like if we get pulled over, we're gonna say that New York nigga Zip gave us a gun. Yeah, he gave us a gun. Nigga flew all the way from New York with a damn 9mm shit. It's his shit. We're gonna ride. We're gonna go to Suge house first. Damn, Suge ain't there. Fuck it, let's go to 662. We're gonna drive all around this motherfucker to look for this fool. He ain't at 662. Let's kick it. Turn the lights out. Nobody seen us. We incognegros. All right, let's roll. Look at that nigga Mob James at the front door. Yeah, he ain't gonna know what's up. All right, let's go get some liquor and shit. Some KKK Klansman juice. Cause this shit turn you up and make you kill a motherfucking wide nostril Negro. Yeah, we're gonna do this shit. Yeah, roll that Cadillac window. Oh, that motherfucker go got his little bopping ass fans over there. We're gonna blast this nigga. Bust a U-turn. Then you say your dumb ass pass the gun to the backseat to the nigga who ain't your nephew, man. No, I ain't gonna do it. Man, they'll busted ass, coward ass, big nigga. Man, here, Lane, take the gun. They kicked your motherfucking ass, you bust. So this fool that laid out the whole blueprint of everything that done fucking happened. And then Doosan says it was a double cross, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's what Keefe didn't want to paint, like Suge set it up. All right, killer, stop by my house. I got the gun, the nightstand. Then I want you to meet us right there on Koval Flamingo. I'm gonna distract Pac. I'm gonna have some bitches pull up on the other side, ask where we going. Pac looking this way, and boom, you lay the nigga out. Like, these motherfucker Keefe D, the dumbest motherfucker there. I wasn't even there, man. I lied about all that shit. So y'all gonna make a book lying about killing the motherfucker? Like, so you that fucking sinister? You that sinister to lie about that shit? Nah, get the fuck out of here, man. This motherfucker crazy. And then he just put everybody in it. Puffy gave us $1 million. He gonna pay us $1 million. Puffy probably paid y'all to pull security. Wasn't gonna give you no fucking $1 million. And then Picasso says, therefore, street beefs are candy for a prison owner. Says street beefs are candy for, yeah. Street beefs are you know, like a motherfucker who run the prison and shit. The courts, law enforcement, when they hear bullets go off, their ears, bullet sounds make the chi-ching sound. The body dropping makes like the what's that shit? When you hit the jackpot at a damn Vegas casino and the bells ringing, bling, 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 bling. That's what the body dropping rings off for these motherfuckers. Even when your body drop, but you survive it, it still rings a little bit shorter than when you're dying. Because the other one leads to where now the hospital get to collect their piece of the pie. Plus law enforcement gets to keep their job. They get to arrest the motherfucker. Now the judges and lawyers make money off the actions of these stupid niggas. And then the prison gonna get your shit. And the taxpayers will pay for that shit. Oh, this is a good game for dumb niggas on KKK juice and KKK dope to participate in this very, very fun game. It's a fun and lucrative game that the dumb niggas who is working are putting in work and getting a penny off of this shit. They will just die young, high, and strung out. Simple as fucking that. That these fools is, man, these fools about the best customers to have when they young, dumb, stupid, and not mindful of what they involve in and all that other shit. This is a good business to be in. That shit is lucrative than a motherfucker. And then so therefore street beefs are candy for prison owners. Says gang sounds irrelevant. Says unless they're working for the community. But then the feds will be losing their asses. Gangs could make the feds and everybody lose everything if gangs, especially the younger gang members, wised up, and especially if the older gang members were more educated, and especially if the older gang members had more to provide or better structure in the shit. Even if you are a gang that sells dope and shit, you ain't necessarily gotta make everything a violent thing. You ain't gotta make things to where you taxing motherfuckers in your own neighborhood, where you're everything of a violation means violence and death towards motherfuckers supposed to be part of your shit. There ain't no gangs that are teaching their members of when you make a mistake, of how do we overcome that. Like where's our after action? We review shit, we look at it, we may correct it through conversation, other training, and we better ourselves versus beat this nigga up, throw a trash can on top of his head, film it, do all type of just degenerate shit. Let's disgrace this nigga who about 5 minutes ago he was bro, he was twin, He was my best friend. He was my homie. Years ago, you know, we used to spend the night at each other's house. Mama cooked for us. And I say, hey, mom, to his mom. But now that nigga getting DP, and I don't fuck with that nigga no more. And we seen paperwork on him. We seen paperwork on him, but we can't read the paperwork because we hooked on phonics. We the hooked on phonics gangs. Sue whoop. Motherfuckers dumb than a motherfucker. And then and the Picasso says he's gonna write a book. Says he's gonna write a book like OJ says if I did it. Nah, Keefe ain't gotta write no shit if I did it. Keefe gonna be like, all right, this is exactly how I did it. Look, I left some more parts out. Buy the new book. I'm remixing this shit. This motherfucker, the keys to ignition on this motherfucker. I got the keys to ignition on this book. Let me take you on a Cadillac drive, nigga. I'm turning up in this motherfucker. Ain't no more. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about this prison shit. The nigga I beat up that prosecution sent at me. I'm gonna go into all this shit. And then DJ says a police officer said he saw the white Cadillac says leave Suge house. Oh, a cop said that shit? What the cop doing there? Fucker's crazy. And then Picasso says our hospital still taking people out, says and claiming it was COVID. Nah, I don't buy into none of that. That's conspiracy theorists believing that shit. Now hospitals do fucked up shit with putting people out, mainly homeless people. But it is inhumane as that shit is. I'll probably, if I ran a hospital, I'll probably put a homeless motherfucker out too. I wouldn't even want to treat a homeless motherfucker. I mean, salute to the doctors in the hospital that take care of, like, but when I see the homeless people, I'm like, damn, y'all just don't give two fucks about nothing. Like, I be seeing these wounds on homeless people's legs, and that's probably from sticking a needle in that shit. Their hearts being fucked up and limbs turning dark. Like all type of shit. Like, hell no. I remember, and it'd be like, cause even when the church do that shit, I never forget. This what kind of changed my mind with church. Cause I always hear them talk this holy shit and, you know, God accept you for this. And I think God did a test on my church. That's why the church fucked up. This date is probably why the church I grew up, First New Christian Missionary Baptist Church, is fucked up. This is the curse God gave the pastor over there. And see, he didn't even see this coming. But I'm going to tell the world of why this karma end up hitting this church, and the church is fucked up today. This is a church across the street from Washington High School. So it was this one year where we had church. The church popping and all that shit. Some homeless ass dude. I mean, this motherfucker was funky, dirty homeless. And this fool walks right in the church. And he used to be, for those, you have to be around that area to remember this homeless. This is a homeless dude used to tie like big ass bundles of old clothes. He probably pissing this shit, shitting this shit, just wrapped around his leg. So when he walk into church, judgment is passed on him. But of course he couldn't stand, he's stinking this shit. But they've been talking all this shit about how God's supposed to help the poor and the least fortunate and all this. I mean, the last 2 Sundays before this motherfucker walked in there, that's what they was preaching in the scripture. He was whatever they call the shit the pastor be doing. I ain't a church person, so I don't be doing. So when the dude walked in there, everybody in there passing judgment. They looked down, they ushered this motherfucker right on out of this mug. The pastor looked down on the church, stinking for a moment. But we thinking like, well, when you supposed to accept him in and pray for him and try to bless him and work on cleaning this man up? He walked in here for a reason. Ain't no food smell coming out this motherfucker. Maybe he was looking for this moment to have his life changed, to be praised and blessed. They kicked that nigga right back out on the street like we was David Osteen. Remember when people was flooded out and the white dude on the TV church, David Osteen in Texas, he locked the church up like, fuck these fools. Nigga, this church only for people paying tithes and shit. So they kicked the dude out. So years down the line, this pastor had all type of shit he was going on, fucking around on his wife and all type of shit, that now this church, that is a big size church, nobody goes to that shit. That was God's karma back to that motherfucker. Is the day he did that shit to that homeless dude. And then Picasso says our hospital still taking people out, says, and claiming it was COVID. No, the hospital is never doing that. That was conspiracy theorists, anti-vaccine people talking that shit. Picasso says if gangs flip the script, says everybody wins. Yeah, if gangs, especially with black gangs, if black gangs unified, didn't like they hold their sections, they take pride in their hoods, but it wouldn't be the first action is to pick guns up and shoot each other. The first action ain't to diss each other, run across each other, and need to jump one another. It'd be a thing of acknowledge each other. You can represent where you from, shake hands, because I've seen this shit happens. It's even cats from where in the neighborhood I grew up in where Bloods come over, the bounty hunters come over there. My one homie I was cool with from Divilang will come over there. But I've seen people from other hoods be able to come into other people's hoods and coexist with one another. My brother used to go into the fucking projects and coexist with people over there. Like, people can coexist. It's even people from who hoods are rival hoods, but they have a great relationship. And they can bring friends over and build relationships with these fools. People can coexist. We don't got to trip on each other. We are all the fucking same. And we're stronger collectively. And that is a fact. We'll be better. And even not even just to coexist against other hoods. People inside their own hoods have to learn to coexist and get along. And not to be fighting over position, this little battle over hierarchy of needing to get jealous of a motherfucker and then finding all type of shit to make up and create on a motherfucker to where now everybody turns on. That's what everybody looks to do, is be turncoats. That's why that snitching shit is so prevalent amongst people who live the lifestyle of crime. Is they bicker over bullshit. They envy one another. There's so much hate in that motherfucker. To move their position on motherfuckers. As soon as motherfuckers learn to coexist, the power is gained through that shit. And the power amongst black people in this country elevates. And that shit happens overnight. Blacks can't be dealt with. You can't do nothing to us in this country. And this is what the Latino voters of Trump have come to learn with their old racist fucking asses. Even the racist whites have come to learn that if this old degenerate racist piece of shit has shown that he can't do shit to a black motherfucker, the only way to fuck us over is through fucking economic strategy and shit. It's the only fucking way. And to con people in this belief of fucking hatred and normalizing street life and the beliefs in the programming of that dumb shit is the only way to defeat us, is to keep us dumb, ignorant, and violent just towards one another, because it is extremely peaceful to white folks. Extremely. And then what they said, let me see. Oh yeah, I did read that one. And the Goyam DJ says not only one officer, 2 Las Vegas officers says working security for Suge testified they seen the white Cadillac leave Suge's house. Oh, you know what? They probably did. Wasn't that the shit where maybe they invited him over? I don't know how true that shit is. Or when did they see the Cadillac? Was it before the beating or after the beating? Because where did Suge and them start reaching out to Keefe D and them about testifying again? These niggas is all filed, homie. These niggas is filed to even communicate and talk with them, to be like, take this money and say I didn't kick you. Like, I overlook y'all shooting at us, and, you know, I ain't gonna say nothing about that one bit. And take the 50,000, say I didn't kick you and shit. And the Picasso says, and that shit ain't real friend shit. You can't be my motherfucking homie. Niggas whine about whether or not you took the stand. Fuck these punk motherfuckers. And then especially I ain't gonna go back after the motherfucker. You worried about your own ass. And the Picasso says they can organize their fights in the ring with gloves. Says even if it's rivals, right? Says they need to be smart. Says about solving issues, not go dumb and dumber. A lot of these dudes do. It's just that there's no structure and no, like, the structure can't be built around destroying motherfuckers. Like, the structure got to be around teaching. Nobody teaches shit. Like, you know, teach history or something. Motherfucker don't even know nothing about the neighborhoods they represent. But you must teach shit that is concrete. Like, You love your hood. Teach about owning shit in your hood. Teach a motherfucker how to go buy a home. But guess what? Your OG homies can't tell you that shit. They like the nigga on Don't Be a Menace While Drink your what's that shit with Marlon Wayans in them where they triple OG homie in front of his porch on punishment and shit. That shit was some comical shit when you really break down the little subtle shit in that film and shit. Even if it don't hit on the comical mark, but just the characters they have set in that shit that they OG homie who out there he ain't got no heart when they get blasted at he running like a coward. But the fact he can't leave the front porch because his mama got him on punishment, he old in the motherfucker, and he can't step his foot off the porch. Okay, mama, and like get the fuck out of here. And that's the case with a lot of these dudes, and what they can't teach is that the niggas live with mama and shit. Like that shit is wild. That shit is wild and some comical shit. And he says they can organize. Oh yeah, I read that one. But if they taught more about owning shit, setting up a business, that'd be like real gangster hood shit. Oh, you want to go into business, little homie? All right, let me teach you this. This is how you do it, homie. We gotta do it like this. Woo woo. This is yours. You run that shit. You specialize in it. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. We'll protect you. We ain't gonna exploit you. That's like real hood shit. But motherfuckers ain't on that. Oh, the homie over there making a lot of money over there. His shit booming. Man, I mean, this nigga ain't kicking nothing back to the hood. Man, we sitting out in front of the liquor store, all this shit. We can't even go buy 40 without stealing it. But the homie over there who working hard, his whoop-de-whoop business is flourishing. That nigga don't even come to the hood no more. He need a DP. Man, he working too much. He making too much money. The money ain't coming back in the hood. We ain't got no jobs in there. I mean, shit. We in front of the store on hood patrol. He ain't even did a patrol with us. Man, we need to organize and beat this nigga up. We need to beat this nigga up. Now, boom, business closed. Now, business the homie ran is taco stand. Taco stand. El taco de queso. Hey, that, like you stupid motherfuckers. Like this type of shit that we got going on, homie. And this shit is laughable. This shit laughable to the motherfucking world. And the DJ says, nigga, you doing a video, says, and asking us questions about what happened. Said, shit, it's a lot that happened, I don't know, but the jury gonna know. Shit, my video is about what Keefe D gonna do if he guilty. This is why you DJ, you gotta pay attention to shit, bro. My shit ain't to know everything. I ain't about to sit all seconds and watch that motherfucking trial. Shit, if you watch parts I ain't see, I'm gonna ask. This shit is about what happens if this nigga is guilty or not guilty. If I'm a jury, that nigga guilty. And then I know Boxer says peace to the brothers and sisters. And then Mikasa says, that's it, structure. Says just like the family structure. Says class with professional development people. Says who can teach how to have a trade and build your community. Yeah. The current niggas who will be niggas, big homies and all, they can't teach you a goddamn thing. Them fools can't teach you shit. Like, motherfuckers gotta learn some real shit. Gotta learn to stop being jealous. That's the first thing motherfuckers gotta learn. Stop being jealous of what the next motherfucker got. If anything, fuck your jealousy because you ain't got it. Maybe you gotta look at why you don't got it. You wake up, you get dressed, you ain't washed the shit that you put on. You had that shit on two nights in a row. You walk out the house. You don't even brush your motherfucking teeth, comb your hair. You didn't even think about washing your ass. You done woke up, walked down the street, found whatever liquor store everybody in front of, whatever park niggas kicking it in. You in there looking for somebody to pass you the blunt to get your mind right. Then you gonna use your anger, whatever the fuck you is. You can't get laid. No bitches like you. So now you filled with anger. You want to go hate on shit. And let's go on a mission, man. I'm ready to get my stripes up, man. Them niggas over there, them niggas just existed, man, and they the enemy hood. We need to go put in work. Let's talk about work. I'm glad you brought that up, young brother. Then a real motherfucker step out. I'm glad you brought this work up shit, young homie. Now, what you gonna need to do is get you. So you put on your Nation of Islam glasses on. What you gonna need to do is go walk your little monkey ass back in your motherfucking house. Go turn some motherfucking water on. Grab you some soap, a towel, and go wash your motherfucking dirty ass. Scrub it, you funky, filthy motherfucker. Now what you gonna do after that is go find you a clean pair of clothes. Or if you ain't got none, how about you turn on this machine called a washer, put some detergent in that motherfucker, throw them dirty ass funky clothes you've been wearing into that motherfucker, dry the motherfuckers, then put the clothes on you that are clean and you clean, brush your hair, wash your motherfucking teeth, change the way your funky ass fucking walk, and now let's go apply for some work. Oh no, you ain't sitting in the back seat of no Cadillac with the window down with a gat. No, you stupid motherfucker. You gonna take you a piece of paper, you gonna take you a pen, and we gonna go down here with your ID. Oh, you ain't even got an ID, you stupid, retarded motherfucker. Well, that's why I'm the big homie, motherfucker. Let's go down here, get your documents, gonna take you down here to go get you an ID. Oh, you ain't even got a license. Oh, that's why you the shooter. Oh, I'm starting to figure things out about you. But we gonna clean you up, youngster, before law enforcement wipe the floor with your monkey ass. All right, now this is what we gonna do. We ain't gonna give a fuck about the job. You ain't about to have bitches make you feel ashamed to work and all that other shit. You feeling lame as a motherfucker. You gonna go work this 9 to 5 motherfucking job. I don't give a fuck. It's McDonald's. You move up to management and shit. Because one thing black folks gonna do is shame niggas out of good work and keep them poor and dumb than a motherfucker. And then blame the white man been keeping her down because of slavery. Slavery and the psychology of slavery. It keeping her down. Niggas don't know nothing about it. But doing all this other shit that done fucked them and tricked them up out of their goddamn spots. And that's the way real G niggas should talk to young lost motherfuckers. Or even niggas should talk to each other in the hood. Are you seeing the other homie thriving? Don't step on his feet. Maybe pick up on the good things of what you need to learn from this motherfucker. Excuse me, of how they grind, how they get up every fucking day, early in the morning, nobody having a whole day motherfucking hand, and they go get to it, whether it's their business or they go to work. You know, fuck, you ain't got a car, you still gotta go out there and get it. But we live so fucked up to where you ain't got a car and trying to go get a job, and your job ain't in your hood. Because the only places of employment ain't in your motherfucking neighborhood. So now you don't get a job because you scared. Man, I can't leave from out of the hood. I'm boxed in. The enemy all around me. Oh, shit. God damn it. You gonna die poor there, you stupid motherfucker. Yeah, fuckers is crazy. We complained about white folks redlining and redistricting. We have red lined each other with the gat. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. We got real red lining where we come from. These niggas can't even get on the bus and shit to go to work, go to school. They drop out. Then we wonder why they can't read. They flipping words, can't use words. Motherfuckers articulate as fuck when they a Crip and won't use a B word, or when they're blood and won't use a C word. These motherfuckers is crazy. Boy, we didn't accept it being stupid, lower class motherfuckers. And that shit needs to change. It can't change. And then Otto Boxer says the velocity cut. Says, yeah, Slim. Says Foodie came in and put foot on all they tell. Look at these dudes in here, brown noses, sniffing up Foodie little rotten crouch. You fools is suckers, homie. Me and Foodie about going business, and I'm gonna have her motherfucking pill y'all pockets. I'm pimping her. And then like say, we got some Foodie. We see some suckers. We play a sucker. These fools is some weenies up in here. Says Foodie came in and put foots in all they tails last night. OG Foodie came and represented, especially on Reg. Man, Foodie had never represent on me, dummy. And then the Picasso says too many jobs and careers for people to be on the street selling drugs and buying people and bullying people. Sorry, bullying people. But even if you're selling drugs, because there is a lane for that shit. But fools need to learn how to clean up and do that shit. People need to learn how to clean up and do that shit at better structures, because some people won't go into the criminal underworld. Like people won't go into that shit. This is America. America's fucked up. Until America start arresting these Wall Street motherfuckers, and I mean America has to go through a real wave. Right now, we got a president and his administration that has hijacked the federal fucking court system. That's allowing so much corrupt and rigged shit going through that even the people who's supposed to represent investigations and prosecutions are fucking flawed. They're a bunch of pedophilic, protecting ass motherfuckers. And we got a sorry ass nation because y'all voted this piece of shit Trump in. But the fact that our other politicians are bitches and Trump knew they was bitches and he pimping them like Foodie gonna pimp y'all. And now you don't get shit done. But Wall Street, San Quentin, Pelican Bay, all these prisons out there, I don't know the California ones. That shit need to be filled with dudes out of Wall Street, dudes in banks, dudes in motherfucking cryptocurrency, dudes in the real estate side of shit. All should be in fucking prison for the crimes against this country. Let me play this video I was watching, matter of fact, while I'm talking some real estate shit. Because it go right back to my point where I be saying, always, I'm always right, homie. That's why I don't listen to motherfuckers, and I'm glad as fuck I never listen to motherfuckers. Thank you, God, and please keep me never listening to motherfuckers. And having you as a guide, me paying attention to shit, reading shit when I want to learn some shit, studying it, and just moving in that direction. Not taking guidance from these flawed ass people in the world. But let me play this shit and then in this real estate shit. I'm about to show you the con game and shit. And about why, man, I'll just be on point with a lot of shit. And this dude, I'm glad this dude did this video and shit. Because I do watch a lot of these real estate videos for maybe one day I come into big bread and want to buy a house. I still wouldn't buy one of these houses if I motherfucking won the lottery. I live in a motherfucking RV and shit. Let me show this shit. Let me show this shit. So I was watching this dude video here. Let me highlight his channel as well. And he was showing just my points I be speaking on about this shit out here. This fool, what's this nigga's channel, man? This fool name is Las Vegas Living. And in this video, this is a video from 5 days ago. He titles Las Vegas Homes for Sale, Morons. This house here, which this person who is now trying to sell it, brought it in 2019 for $621,000. So even imagine this, about how they have spiked values in homes. They ain't done shit to this fucking house. That in about 2008, if they would have went back that far, so 2019 looked like a good deal. But this house should actually only be worth $350,000 to $400,000. So if you went around 2008, this house probably worth that fucking much. When the country went through the recession, which is nothing but a correction in the value and shit, which is the proper pricing that shit should have been at. This house probably $300-some thousand in about 2008, 2010, and all that shit. 2019, this fucking house is sold for $621,000. In today's market, that seems like a great fucking deal and value on the fucking home. Within 5 years, or you can count that as 6 years, from 2019, so August of 2019, they brought this house for $621,000. Let me blow this shit up. To 2025, when he first lists this shit, he tries to get $1.2 million, or we can round that to $1.3 million. This dude tried to get for this fucking house. Then within 2 months, this fool damn near doubled what he wanted for this house, or her, to $2 million for the same fucking house. This is the bullshit in this real estate shit. And dumb motherfuckers want to buy into this shit, rush into this shit. These fools acting like there's a limited supply in the homes. They refuse to build new homes to keep the industry competitive and all this other shit, acting like there's limited homes. They have a bunch of people who think they need to buy a house competing and spiking up the cost of shit, or a corporation coming in and buying this shit. Some old wealthy executive motherfucker buying all this shit up, suppressing the damn market, bringing scarcity to the market. So now, boom, it's a demand on shit. Oh, I'm a double this price up within a year. I want double the price on that shit. I go from within 6 years, double it up. Oh shit, the Raiders coming out here. Let me go to 2 million. Like these niggas is, and that the real estate shit is the problem in this country. Picasso and they're rolling, and Picasso says when I was on the block doing whatever, says I never felt like it was for me. Says I eventually got a job. But before that, says I could have been put under the prison. Says I could have been put under the prison, or 6 feet. Says if I wanted to stay in the hood prison. And me with the gang shit, that gang shit never really crossed my. I always wanted to be a Black Panther. I was always inspired by the Black Panther movement, homie. But even them leaders, Huey P, start losing his fucking mind. But I've always loved what that stood for. And then that's why I think when I watched my neighbor get killed was so tragic to me. That shit had such a life-altering effect on me. That's why I never pushed for the gang shit. I never, even before that shit happened to him, I just thought because everything was beautiful in our neighborhood. From my perspective, I'm not a teenager during the late 80s, going into the 90s, who probably are seeing the bullshit taking place in the city. I'm not a 20-year-old or 30-year-old who is really seeing the violence of LA. I'm a kid, so in my view, what the world appeared to me was beauty. I'm seeing Black people all fucking around me. Not knowing this is our neighborhood and that's another neighborhood. I just thought it was Black people. I'm around a sea of fucking Black folks. And they all looked so beautiful to me. Like we was just so cool. Everything just was like so dope with us. And then to hear about the Black Panther shit, me looking at old pictures of people with the afro, that shit, everything about us looked fresh. I can turn on TV, see Black shows that appear on this shit. Motherfucking everything was beautiful. And then for me, I didn't think Black people harmed me. I never seen Black people fight each other at this point. Never seen Black people put hands on each other. Never even knew what a killing was. And then, like I said, when I watched my neighbor phone, I'm told he the first person to get killed in our neighborhood. But they were killing around LA. I just wasn't seeing that shit. Wasn't seeing this shit in the news. So when I watched this shit, not from up the block, I mean directly in front of me, and they killing this nigga, it fucked me up because I'm thinking like we Black Panthers. Is black love, is Black power, all this other shit. And then when I'm watching these niggas pull up, they not white. They not in no Klan uniform. Cause I've been hearing all these older Black people talk so ill about white folks and how they the enemy and all this other shit. But I'm watching these Black motherfuckers gun my neighbor down and try to gun everybody else down there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then bam, all that shit explode. I'm around gang members. I'm like, oh fuck. And then all that violent shit in my world, come on, I'm seeing people start to look dirty now because of the crack shit hidden. But my mind kept the negative images out of my fucking head, or maybe I refashioned it into some other shit. And it's just like Black peace and Black love. Once that shit happened, boom, I'm no longer this lame ass little kid and shit. I'm awakened to the world I exist in. Oh, I'm going to school with in the neighborhood I'm from. The older cats, this they enemies. Then we had the rental property. This the enemies of the older cats in the neighborhood I come from, and they enemies to the neighborhood I live in. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then starting to see more violent shit. Even that scene, because this is the one thing I have seen, the scene on what's that NWA shit where they stopped the bus. Man, that shit happened to me on some. I'm in doing the cadet corps shit. Like I'm saying, I got stories like a motherfucker, and a lot of them could have ended tragically on some violent shit. That these niggas, how I seen in the scene from the NW, don't they stop the bus? The school bus, and they jump on it. I can't remember what happened. We leaving from fucking what we did, we was doing an all TC, not an all TC, a cadet corps thing, and what we stayed like a couple of days at think we was at Fauché. We was at Fauché Middle School. Where the fuck Fauché located at? We leaving from there and it's dark. I don't know if the bus. I don't think nobody threw nothing because the teacher we had, Colonel Spencer, didn't play none of that acting a fool on the bus. I don't know if the bus driver almost hit their car or whatever. They was in like a low ride. Niggas cut that bus off and got the tripping on the motherfucking bus driver. But Colonel Spencer, if anybody ever went to Clay or parents went through the years when Colonel Spencer didn't play that shit. That Colonel Spencer he diffused that shit, but he wasn't bowing out. I ain't never seen Colonel Spencer bow down to shit. He was old crazy, military-minded motherfucker who didn't play that shit. But I remember them niggas cut that bus off, nigga threatened the motherfucking bus driver, pulled a gun out. I don't know if they was tripping on somebody on the bus. Like I said, this shit over 30 years. Like that kind of shit. So I just start seeing all violent shit. Then the shit where the nigga, the homie throwing bottles out the back of the truck, the coach's truck, and a train come across. Out of all times, a train come across, nigga, block us in. This nigga come up there and pulled a big ass pistol out on a bunch of kids. And matter of fact, that nigga who ended up going to NBA was in there with us. Hassan Adams ass. Hassan Adams is in that mug too. And I like all that shit. Imagine this nigga would have shot up in this motherfucking back of this pickup truck, the little camper shell you put on the pickup truck. He would have blasted that shit. That nigga never went to the NBA or none of that shit. Like we had all type of shit. And then Donald Boxer said, but that shit woke me up to the world I lived in. Like immediately, that shit just immediately woke me up like, oh shit, all these other motherfuckers I thought was cool is gang members and they'll kill each other. And then, but like I said, I always had pride in just being black. So the gang shit was never a thing for me. I can't see myself wanting to knock a black motherfucker down over a fucking rag color or you live over here and shit, which is just based on where your parents is able to afford something and shit. And then Auto Boxing says Foodie done pimped you already. Says she done made you give her your your beloved famous white t-shirts. Says she got you changing. She says she got you changing up already. Anytime you got a chick wearing your white t-shirts, that should let you know what you done with her. So if she wearing my white t-shirt, just know what I done with her. Fucking lame. And then Picasso in there says, amen. And then Auto Boxer says you better hurry up, says at the end of this stream, and get out on that stroll like Foodie told you to do. Says get her money before she slap you in your mouth. Look at this sucker, man. This nigga kissing Foodie ass. Foodie, hey, I wish Foodie wasn't here. Foodie disrespect your clown ass. And then Auto Boxer says facts. Says there were a lot of people who lost 200,000 equity in their homes when the 2008 crash happened. Says a lot of people were upside down in those homes. Says walked away from them. Says recession equals price corrections. Yeah, and like I say, these niggas be rushing in to want to buy home. Even what led to the little subprime lending shit where the banks in here can do all these little manipulative schemes to try to get rich, sell homes to people who shouldn't have, could afford them, but everybody believing in buying a home as they should. People showing their own shit, but then your rates in here bubbling up and ballooning, and that shit was foul as fuck. And the fact many of these damn Wall Street motherfuckers didn't go to prison. They protect these motherfuckers while everybody loses everything. There's even older people who did the right thing who was losing homes and shit. Then people who have worked all their lives and put money in the pensions. That all these corporations start going to the fucking courts and government and filing fucking chapter 11s and all this other shit and just wiping motherfuckers' pension the fuck out. It was even people around this time when they seen this shit who was taking early fucking retirements just so they can get their fucking money out before the fucking companies can change that shit. Or if some people they still lost that shit, or whether you just could have took all the money out of your shit. Because I think you fully vested. I don't think they can penalize that shit. You just take all your money versus or before the fucking companies fucking start cutting that shit. Like they fucked people off who even did the right things, didn't do anything wrong, but because this country protects these wealthy pieces of shit and these companies and allow the companies to manage the money and retirements, and then they can just go into court and say, well, we don't got it, we want to file restructuring, bankruptcy and shit. We don't no longer have the funds in the pension. Let's pay them pennies on the dollars and pay them out, and they don't got shit. But we done took all their money for the number of decades that didn't work for this motherfucker. Like that shit is cold blooded, homie. I had the old lady who I was talking to today, where she's talking about she in fear for her life now because she found out she got to have heart surgery now. But now she ain't never ever in her life had to pay for procedures. But because of this whole shit Trump has done, this lady was speaking about how she paying this all this money for her doctor visits, her MRIs and all this other shit that she had never ever had to pay until this piece of shit raggedy don't give a fuck ass dude that made these changes, and this lady on like Medicare or some shit. That now she's having to pay out of pocket for 20% of the cost of shit. But now she's worried about her life and she gotta go do a heart surgery. Like these motherfuckers have fucked this country up for raggedy, ain't worth shit ass wealthy people who don't do nothing but take major risk and gambles, and hopefully that the reward is some exorbitant amount of money just for them. And if the investment dies out, the government fucking holds the bill on that shit because we invested it with their money, but put it into the names of some little not some financial, but some old Wall Street yuppie corporate motherfucker to now have control of the motherfucking company that the government invested in. Like, get the fuck out of here. You get dummies that'll vote for niggas like Trump, the little retarded the voters in the South, retarded ass voters in the Midwest, and some here on the West. Like, fuck up out of here. And then Wakasa says you should wear, what he says, you should wear a black t-shirt in respect to the Panthers. Now I like the white t-shirt, but like I said, I start wearing the white t-shirts when I get back and somebody related to me talking about, man, don't wear no white t-shirt because the Mexicans put out an order that if they catch blacks wearing white t-shirts, they gonna shoot them. And man, get the fuck out of here telling me that shit. And so therefore, I start buying fucking pro clubs, and I fell in love with wearing white t-shirts. Like, it was just some old coward ass bullshit that probably wasn't even put out by no Mexicans and shit. There'd be some stupid ass shit to shoot a motherfucker with a t-shirt. But any threat posed to you, respond to that threat. And then Anoboxy says that's how it was in DC. Says that's how it was in DC when I lived there. It says 80% black. Says, oh, hold on, let me switch over. 80% black. Says I only saw, hold on, let me move this so I can read this screen. Says 80% black. Says I only saw white folks in the says in a small section of the city. Says now the city is 40% black. Says from gentrification. Yeah, me growing up, all I saw was black. That's just the most beautiful shit to me, and that's why my pride has always been strong. Like, I don't listen to other motherfuckers and what they say, and people always try to use this bullshit like I'm racist because I talk in pride and being black. Like, that shit is like the weirdest shit of how people are so broken down and colonized and mind fucked into being such fucking submissive ass minded fucking people. Like to even talk in pride and being black. That's why I be like, everybody else can take pride. Like, even you watch sports, oh, the Mexican, oh, the Filipino, they got the country behind it, the Italian, the European, the Latvian, and this and the African American. Yeah, he represent America through his struggle, and he's still fighting for everything. But we don't want to hear him talk about pride. All right, we don't say that pride shit. You know, that's why we don't allow the word being black. We don't want to have them associate themselves with black because that shit means pride and power and all that other stuff. Let's slip in the word Afro-American to them. But then guess what? Slip in the word European-American and watch how whites get fucking upset with that shit. Because I use it anytime I hear whites use African-American around me. Oh, okay, these one of them time. Okay. So let me go when I get my description of the white person in the story. I'm European American. Yeah, the European American guy. And then I know Boxing says, I remember I said this shit to one of them Asian cats. I seen one of the Asian cats at that when I tell this story about how I ended up in the National Guard when I was doing the Air Force ROTC shit. And one of the Asian dudes was at the gym way in Long Beach. I seen this fool at the gym in Long Beach. And this fool was saying something. Yes, you know, so you see, oh, what's up, man? Woo, woo. So we in there trying to describe, he was describing a girl in the I forgot that they don't call them using it in the Air Force. I think they call it detachment. They call it the detachment. And then I was like, he was like the African American girl. I said, oh yeah. Cause they ain't no Asian, so I wasn't gonna say like Asian or something. I said, oh, do you mean the one sit by the European American? Cause I knew some Asian dude was like whitewashed in a motherfucker. He was one of them dudes who didn't want to be Asian. He wanted to be white. And the Asian dude he looked so fucking thrown off by hearing me say that shit. And I'm like, yeah, the European American you talking about, right? She sit by the European American dude. That motherfucker look thrown off by hearing me say that shit. And he lucky he was only Asian because I would have had a description for them. Like you can't push off normalizing shit that is meant to discriminate, marginalize, or try to just shoot people over like they're meaningless. They're valueless. That's what when you hear other groups say African American, they detaching value and significance away from you and shit. That's why this country is so shifted towards all type of new ass identities and new histories and shit. And then Otto Boxer says that destruction of our community all over the nation were planned. Why use the word plan or was planned by the government? Crack era / gang. See, you one of them older cats that can't write and use the proper words. Let me wait for your next comment. He says good. Says what he says good. He says good comeback. Always got the best comeback. Says good comeback. Says her wearing your shirt is a good sign. Absolutely. I used to love when a chick come over back when I used to have them big ass t-shirts and they want to wear them shirts. Like, hell yeah, you wear this motherfucker. Ain't nothing like a chick at your shit wearing a t-shirt. That's how you know it's on and motherfucking cracking. On and cracking. Once you got, that's a good sign. That's why all that tricking and doing overboard shit. That's why I can't deal with no gold digging acting bitch. Bitch, just be regular. Like all this motherfucker think money gotta be a factor in this shit. Bitch, you better go earn your own fucking money. And then come over here and be regular and shit. And that was at the height of my funnest times, just when dealing with regular ass people. The minute they get fake and on this little superficial shit, either we fuck with each other or we don't. Like a chick fuck with you, she ain't all that money shit about to see. Shut up. You gonna make your money, don't bring money up. We wanna do some fun shit, we gonna do it. But all this constant talk money in there, that's when a bitch don't like you. She really trying to pimp you. And then I know boxing, or she think her coochie that damn good. Like, bitch, this coochie been ran through by a bunch of other motherfuckers. I know boxing says that reverse mortgage is a scam also. Says that's how old folks says who pay their homes off lose it. Yep, that shit, absolutely. It's all type of little schemes, man, that ain't meant to help people. It's just that when they know people are and that's predatory shit. When they know people are going through financial hardships or needing quick money, they go into taking these new scams that have been accepted and approved by government for corporations to pull off on people. Picasso says I was going through that shit in 2008 too. Says in court over my house. Says you walked away. Says and lost the other house though. Says walked away and lost the other house through divorce. Says also thought I was getting laid off. Says child support was killing me. Was killing my income. See, that's the other thing that why I don't want to get married. I wouldn't go through that divorce shit, losing a home and having to pay out alimony and all this other crazy shit. I wouldn't dare do. I'm glad I never supported. I'm glad I was a kid that seen through that shit. I'm glad that was like talking points because I think marriage should work, but it's so gimmicky, man. Everything's a con game. Everything's a con game, and people will fashion and to have fashion and redesign the principle of what love is in this motherfucker. And it's all about Ponzi scheming motherfuckers. Ain't for no Ponzi scheme. Like shit. And half bitches you getting with ain't no virgin. So you ain't the first one been with them. Probably ain't the first one they been in love with and all this other shit. Man, get the fuck up out of here. I don't want that Ponzi scheme shit. You motherfuckers get with you, want to be married in a year. Like, bitch, we gonna have to ride this shit for 10 years. And if Picasso said, that's the other thing I ain't doing. I ain't doing no shit. Get with somebody and they rush you to marry him and shit. Picasso says, after all that shit, says I blame myself for not being informed and making better decisions. Yeah, absolutely. But then some of these things you just never been taught. You just get taught we need to buy a house. We gotta have a house. We gotta ball out. We gotta look a certain way. We want people like, man, as long as you got a house over your fucking head. And then, because if you ain't paid the house off or had the bill to pay, you just paying rent to a bank. And then fixing shit when it broke. The bank ain't gonna fix it. Hey, bank, I want to put a work order in. Yeah, you better go work on fixing that shit. And then Auto Boxer says for cost and work on making the payments on time. That's the only work order they're gonna take for your ass. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm looking at your bill over here. You better make sure you pay that damn mortgage on time, or else we coming to confiscate this shit and then putting it back on the market for a higher price. Then we gonna get the next motherfucker to pay more, and then fuck your whole credit off. And the Auto Boxer, Costa says, "Sorry you went through that, brother." And then Auto Boxer says, he says facts. He says I was let me wait till it's pop on the TV. Yeah, because my eyes kind of strained because I'm sleepy. So my eyes is not fucked up from not being able to see. I'm kind of tired. On the box says facts. Says I was in the arena. Says when Brian Norman beat the Mexican dude here in San Diego to win the title. Says I was one of the few of us blacks celebrating his win. Mexicans were looking at me mad. Yeah, they can look mad. They ain't gonna do shit. Shit, nigga, better give respect to where it's due. Nigga, get a black fighter his respect. And then fuck it. You bet these fools be having the game fucked up with thinking they people supposed to win shit and making this shit about race. Like, yo, funky ass ain't in the ring fighting shit. You should tell the fighter go get mad at the fighter for not training harder. Fuck, get his combinations up, fucking dummy. That's why I tell one of them motherfuckers, you go tell your old stupid ass fighter to go get his combinations up. You dumb motherfucker. Tell his trainers to teach better training, teach them footwork. Better go learn hip hop dances. Cause that's the one thing that's flawed with a lot of Mexican fighters. Motherfuckers' footwork is trash. And then Auto Boxer says you should have told that Asian dude to open his eyes, and look at you when he says when you talking to him. No, I would never say that shit to Asian. Cause I had this Asian homegirl back when I was going to guard. She said the most sellout shit to me. This how real I am about having pride and being respectful in what your race is. Because like I say, that race, like for me to hear people call me racist, I'd be like, I embrace that shit. Because I know what the motherfucker who trying to call me that shit, what the fuck they really are. But it's an Asian chick. She's a Filipino. Man, her used to be cool as fuck. And I remember this chick was talking about getting this surgery. It was Asian chicks doing this shit. And they were becoming whitewashed in America. Whitewashed than a motherfucker, Americanized. This chick was talking about going to get this procedure because I think it was a news lady out there. You should see the Asian ladies they put on the news who become whitewashed, marry white dudes and shit. These chicks were doing this shit where they can get a surgery that take the slant out their eye. I think this shit is pretty as fuck. And I was like, this bitch stupid as fuck to where she been in here being disrespected so much by whites and trying to live by a white standard into how she needed to look and appear, that now her slanted eyes hampered her look. I'm like, bitch, you gotta be stupid as fuck. Asian chicks who take pride in their beauty standards, ain't no fucking white chick fucking with that shit. Them bitches be bad than a motherfucker. But and it's the same thing with blacks that go through that shit. Even bitches who be pretty and mild, they get some old weird fat crusty teeth, wrinkly, old, out of shape, don't look like shit, modeling agency motherfucker telling them what they don't look like and they ugly and it's like, man, motherfuckers got shit fucked up, letting people tear their pride away. Yeah, when that chick said that shit about going to get that surgery and shit, and she said that shit on multiple times, but it was just over time, I just drifted away from this bitch because I'm like, you a sellout. I don't want to be around that shit. I can't associate with people who ain't got pride in who the fuck they are. Like, you as cool as your regular self, but now you got it to where you've been in this country, your parents are probably doing that shit too, to where you think your eyes, the way they look, is something of a hindrance to you. Now you got to open your eyes up. Like, bitch, you sound stupid as fuck saying that shit. And the Picasso says thank you, Arno Boxer. Says I'm still here. Says, and that's what counts to me. Says I never quit. Says never give up on yourself. That's a goddamn fact. Great words there, Picasso. See, that's what some young folks need to hear, man. You can be an OG in the hood. And then Arno Boxer says marriage is great. Says marriage is great with the right woman. Says, but if it fails, everything is in the woman's favor, especially here in Cali. No, I don't believe that shit, man. Like I said, I think I'm the right motherfucker for court. Cause I go in that motherfucker, we gonna battle on this shit. Like, it ain't shit for this bitch. What the fuck you talking about? But now if you a sucker, this be the problem why this shit work for them. Cause some of you niggas are suckers and you provide everything. And therefore the judge look at it like she ain't got no income. You done held her back. So yeah, you liable for that shit. She can't just leave and get on her feet. Like, nigga, you done created where you gonna have a homeless woman. So nah, fuck that. You about to break her off. So that's where you fucking fools getting that shit. Nah, this chick gonna get a job. She gonna work. She gonna do this. We both gonna work. Pull shit in. But all that shit is too risky, man. I just can't rock with that shit. Cause this even if you known the bitch for a long time, you can end up in fuck shit. And it's crazy to even bring this marriage shit up. I was watching this clip earlier. Oh, let me see if I find this in my history. Or did I watch that on the work shit? Hold on, let me see. It was with Curry. What's that fool? Eddie Curry. Hold on, let me see if I can find that shit. I think it should be in my history, or I type it up. About how this fool, let me see. He say known this girl since the 3rd grade. And this fool, when he gets his contract, about how this chick go divorce him, fake she was pregnant. Then when he get divorced, he got to pay her all this money. Hold on, let me see. Eddie Curry divorce. Oh, let me see if it's going to shorten this short. Hold on, let me see. It was a short I seen. Hold on.
They offered you $400,000 per year for 50 years.
Hold on, no, this
took
ain't
the test and failed it.
Yeah, but the crazy thing was, like, my agent had did the math, because he's a super.
Hold on. Let me find this video. This shit was crazy. Hold on, I know I'm gonna find this shit. Hold on. Oh, and then I think, yeah, that fool and Eddie Curry had a lot of tragedy too, because he ended up having a kid mother that got killed. But let me see. Oh wait, hold on. This might be it right here.
How big was that rookie contract?
14, 15 million.
So he got 14 million. This chick,
17, 18 years old, $14 million. There's still millions and millions left over after that.
That was crazy. I mean, I can't even really put it into words. At that point, man, you so like caught up in trying to be the best.
I mean, how did it feel to join the Chicago Bulls, considering you grew up in that area? And, you know, Jordan was just considered Messiah, and, you know, the Bulls had just such an unbelievable run with, you know, 6 championships and so forth. How did that feel?
It was crazy, but you know, at the same time, man, when you that young, man, all you really thinking about is like, I'm ready to make a.
No, that ain't it. Damn, and my video's leaking through in the screen, even though I ain't got it pulled up. But the thing was, so he with his childhood homegirl that he grew up with from the 3rd grade and shit. And when he come into that money and shit, she began to change up. They fall out and shit. She faking, she don't want to get divorced. She holding on to the divorce. He got to pay $19,000 plus alimony. Had to buy her house, buy her car. Then she extended out the damn divorce. She played like she was pregnant but lost the baby. And then she takes maybe half of the money that he got in that contract, and then began to pull bullshit with him. He was like, man, he didn't get where that shit came from. He didn't know this chick all his life. So that was like saying, even I've seen that people have known each other. You think that sometimes having a long history with a person makes things better. Some people flip the script. Those be harder on motherfuckers when the relationship fall apart. The motherfuckers really try to take you through hell. And the Picasso says He says I paid alimony. Says I paid alimony too. Says too. Says but in Texas, they disguise it as temporary spousal support. Man, I wouldn't want to pay that shit to their bitch I ain't with. Like y'all can have that marriage shit. I'm glad I ain't never ever rock with that doing marriage shit. Never. It was one time, man. My kid's mom, when she was pregnant, was talking about that shit. Over time, I looked at that shit like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't doing this shit. Like, I'm not marrying nobody. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck what the hell we was having. I'm not marrying no motherfucker that I don't think shit gonna work with. And thank God, I went right back to sticking to my motherfucking mind. I ain't doing that shit. I know Boxer says, he says, oh, them Filipino chicks, says the Filipino chicks love us black men, especially down here in San Diego. Says they're man hated. Says the man hated. But shit, in their country, the dudes can't hate that shit. They go over, they live in their country, and them chicks see any American motherfucker and be fucking them and shit. But down in San Diego, it's a lot of mixed black and Asian chicks. A lot of that shit. It's a lot of that mixing and shit. But the like mixed Asian black chicks, that's the cold combination. The chicks be pretty as hell. But even with their eyes is pretty. I don't know why the chick will even say that shit. But that's because they listen to white folks make offenses about when you let somebody. That's where you gotta get your jokes up and disrespect up. Because the minute you ain't got jokes, you ain't got disrespect up, and you ain't witty enough to respond back with racially charged jokes, is the minute somebody begin to break you and your pride is gone. That's what happened with a lot of black folks. They ain't got no pride. That shit been shitted on, clown on. Like this one, I knew this is the first time I when I heard the jokes being used in school, and this is the first one. You so black, you look like a struck match or some shit. And I heard that shit, and the motherfuckers in there, they said to me it was people in there bagging. And mine, we young, we in little ass elementary. And I heard that shit. The shit was funny, but I'm looking like, nigga, I'm dark. I'm like, I hope somebody will use that shit on me. And then, but the motherfucker saying it is about as black as the motherfucker they talking about. Like, ain't even no light skinned motherfucker saying that shit. And then from there, man, I was like, I gotta get my jokes up. Ain't nobody about to hit me with the black joke, and I ain't got nothing to come back with. So I used to just start looking at shit, and man, you get it from watching TV, and mainly watching funny black shows. And then so you start looking at everything and being able to make it a joke, and then start studying history and studying the people. And then, like I said, I was around black folks, so I didn't have to make a offensive thing to white folks until maybe high school. And I say some offensive shit to white when I first started school in Evanston, and then in fucking out there in at Gar High School in Cerritos, and being around white folks. There's only 2 times in school I've been to school with white folks, except when I went to go get my degree and shit. But even there, I say offensive shit. White people couldn't say no off the wall shit to me. Like shit, I'm too witty, my disrespect up. I know the history, know they history, can make a mockery of these motherfuckers. And it's gonna hit hard. And I be hitting motherfuckers hard with the shit I say. And this should be offending motherfuckers. They be ready to cry. So with that shit, to probably let people defend her, do all this slanted eye shit, and she hated herself. Like, bitch, you sound stupid as fuck. And then Picasso says trash footwork, says if they can't box, says they should just find another discipline like judo. It says like judo, kung fu. Shit, you need footwork for that shit. Says kung fu or sword fighting. Says boxing ain't everything. But I seen these motherfuckers in here at the gym on Saturday. I was in some samurai shit. I think that shit was called Bushido. Some shit like that. Let me see if I can spell that shit. These niggas in this shit. Bushido. Let me see if that's how you spell this shit. I said, man, what the fuck? Is all in it. You gotta see this shit. I think it's called Bushido or Bushuma. Let me see. Is this shit? Oh no, that's Buddhism. Damn, I can't even spell that shit no more. It was like some samurai shit. Wait, hey Picasso, what's that art form? These motherfuckers dressed in like samurai shit. They had the sticks. They be doing all this shit. Oh, let me see. They don't even know how to spell samurai. Samurai martial art. Let me see if that shit give me the name for it. Yeah, they're doing this shit with the sticks. They got swords on that shit. That shit I seen on the wall said some shit like Bushumado or some shit. It looked like this. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this is what the fuck these fools in there doing. It was about like 40 or 50 of these motherfuckers in that shit. I was like, damn, they studying all type of little art shit in this motherfucker. Let me see. Yeah, this is what they doing. The people's from like Japan, all type of places. I seen, there you go, Bushido. Look, I knew Picasso know that shit, but it looked like this. Hold on, let me see. It looked like this, but they were dressed in all this attire shit. These niggas weak. These fools right there is weak. But let me see. Let me type in the one that Picasso put in here. Bushido. Let me see. Let me see how you spell that. B-U-S. Let me see. Them fools in there deep, and then they had the little cool samurai looking uniforms and shit on. Wait, I think that is right. I think you might be right, Picasso. Yo, because this is exactly what they doing. Imagine seeing a bunch of these motherfuckers dressed in this shit. Whole gym full of motherfuckers is doing this shit. Busting each other upside the head with that shit. Let me see. I don't know how you use that shit in a fight, though. Maybe the motherfuckers grab a stick on you and fuck you up. Or have a sword, they'll tear you up. Yup, that's exactly what this shit was. And I don't get it, but I sure was watching. I sure was sitting there watching that shit, trying to figure that shit out. I sure was watching that shit, trying to figure it out. And then I know Boxy says that's why all those rich dudes' wives, says that's why all those rich dudes' wives filed for divorce here in California. Says because they know they're gonna win everything. But probably because them niggas be taking care of everything. They don't work. These fools live in that high price ass state. They gonna stay there. These chicks ain't got no work history. So yeah, you liable for that. That's like even the chick try to pull that shit on Wilder, try to file for him down there and shit. And then Picasso said that probably railroaded Wilder's momentum in the sport as well and shit. And Picasso says three of my exes have been calling me. He says asking if I'm married yet. Says and would I move to their country? Says and live together. Says nope. Says no thanks. Says no, I'm good. Oh, you was marrying immigrants. This nigga chicks done got deported and shit. This nigga Picasso getting divorced by immigrants and shit. You crazy. And then on the box it says, wait, hold on, let me wait for this guy on the TV. I don't know what the fuck he was writing. He says, what is that? He couldn't spell his name right. Ahmad Shumpert divorce settlement was horrible. Says she got everything. Says he walked away with only $2 million in a car. It says in one car. She got $25 million, the houses, cars. Says, he's hoping for a deletion. I don't think she got all that because that fool don't look like he that mad. She the one looking like she chasing at the love, trying to act like she happy, but she not. Like, I don't think that's a lot of money to have to give up, but that's what Mon Shumpert get for fucking getting married. He's stupid as fuck. Knowing damn well you and one of them, you a motherfucker in the NBA. You like Ahmad Shumpert looked like a player ass motherfucker. He a Chicago dude. He from the hood. He ain't no suck ass dude, except he got married to that ugly ass chick. What's her name? Tatiana Taylor. She got a cold body, but that face is nasty. That fool crazy as fuck. But she freaky. She's doing freaky shit. Ain't no way to get that shit. I'm marrying her. Like, fuck that. Rihanna couldn't even talk me into marriage. Like, for 1 year, y'all pretty chick, or except Tatiana Taylor. She got a body on her. Her body too masculine. That's the other thing. Like, Ahmad Shumpert stupid as fuck. Like, I do not want no bitch with no six pack. Like, fuck no. Like, bitch, you need some motherfucker. Even in the height of my fitness, I still didn't want no bitch with no Angela Bassett looking ass body. Like, fuck no. Bitch think she Tina, get to swinging on you and shit. They had to bust her motherfucking head in and go to jail over that shit. Like, hell no. Nah. So no, that fool tripped out. At least get a thick chick, cause that's the other thing they fucking with is a chick with some meat on her, some thickness. Shit, I'm like no bony ass chick, don't eat shit. She just want to do Pilates and run and starve herself, like and be skinny as fuck. Like nah, but she probably was freaky. She probably freaky as fuck, but then she can be a conniving ass, wicked motherfucking chick, and she be doing all that overboard acting shit. She act fake as fuck. Like that fool crazy. Then she be in other motherfuckers' faces. Every time you see her, she up in somebody's face. She can play that role to try to sass motherfuckers to get shit. Like man, that chick, I done peeped that chick game, but man, ain't no way. I'm in the NBA, got all these little pretty broads around. I'm running through everything. And then Picasso says, he says, don't forget Asians went from black to brown, says to yellow, says, and now white. Says they went through a lot of says they went through a lot, excuse me, said they went through a lot, says due to colonization and big ass storms. What the hell is Picasso talking about specifically the Philippines? I don't know about all that shit. They go through a lot of shit because their countries are poor, the poor countries, and the dominate. You right on that shit. And the domination of white culture in their society. That's why the Chinese and but the Chinese played into that shit too. They done fell victim into that being Europeanized and wanting white skin and shit. And then Picasso says while the family turned on him, from what I remember, says probably his team as well. But at least he got his kids. His kids are still there with him. And then Otto Boxer since Picasso be holding their green cards as he said be holding their green cards as hostage. Says he sends them back. Says if they don't please him. Says salute to you, Picasso. Yeah, that fool got all these immigrant chicks and shit. Told they called him back. they know you about. They know your ass close to retirement. They want you to bring some of that damn dollar and convert the peso, them yens and pesos over to motherfucking dollars and shit. Auto Boxer says, wait a minute, Red says you wouldn't take a chick with a six pack. Says what if she can make what if she can make great dry ribs like yours, man. Hell, man. It'd be like, you fuck with a skinny. I would like a thick chick with a little ass on her. That shit bounce. I don't want no bitch with muscular, skinny ass body. Like, fuck no, bitch. Look like a woman. Like, I don't want no ripped up bitch. I had a chick who was ripped up like that before. This one chick came to my house, and then this a bitch I cracked off the internet. Man, I was about to. This bitch is so motherfucking ugly. She looked like Tatiana Tyler. I was like, man, on some real shit. I was like, man, this bitch better not be no fucking tranny. I was about to trip like a mother. That's how ugly this chick was. And then she was all fucking fit and shit. Like, hell fucking dog. And it was everything to take me not to question this bitch. And then she all like, and then so the way I get this shit was to show like old photos of herself growing up and to see that she had old child pictures to let me know, okay, she was born as a fun, but this chick was ugly as fuck. This is back during my MySpace shit. This is why I had to slow down on that shit. That chick is so fucking ugly. And then like ripped up like fuck no, man. You don't look shit like this picture you got on your fucking shit. Like man, you don't get I almost say you don't get the fuck out of here. And like this old piece of shit ass bitch. And then the other thing, cause she was she probably a sheriff now, but she was applying for the fucking LA, not a sheriff, she was applying for LAPD. She going through that LAPD shit. Oh, ripped up ass bitch. Like hell nah. And then yeah, you got question bitches like that. Oh, skinny ass, no, don't look nothing other features of a woman. Like hell nah. And then Picasso says you had two black baby mamas. Says you had two black baby mamas. Says which one of them? Says which one of them was ex-wife? Says after that. Says I had two Filipinos. Oh wait. What you mean you had when you talk this fool crazy the U is next to the I, so I'll give you that. He says I had two black baby mamas. Says which one of them was says which one of what the hell? Why would you put the word which? Like that's for you to write which is you want me to guess which one of them was your ex-wife. Says one of them was your ex-wife. I had two baby mamas. Or you could put one of which was my ex-wife. Not which one of them was ex-wife. He says after that I had a Filipina. Says I had Filipinos, white girls, El Salvadorians, Native Americans, black. Says oh yeah, Mexicans. Says average 3 months apiece. Fool fall in love. That shit lasted 3 months. What? Don't tell me all of them got deported and shit. So you lost them before Trump was deporting their ass. Picasso in there rolling. I don't know, boxing in there rolling. He says, Reg knocking out Transformers. Says hit them with a smooth 3-piece combo. Hell no. Oh, like that bitch came over there looking so motherfucking ugly. I'm like, oh my god, that bitch, she looked like Grace. That chick came over my house looking like Grace Jones, nigga, literally. I opened that motherfucking door when she thought she pulled up like, oh, this bitch doing that catfish shit. Like using another bitch photo, nigga in there, get, matter of fact, I think the bitch hit me up and then we in there chopping it up. That's why I said I used to be cracking off that MySpace shit. That's why I'd be cracking on Instagram if I hadn't got like older and had kids at the point that I had them. I can't act as wild as I'm still my same self, but motherfucker more mature and shit. Man, I'll be running a dog house off that Instagram shit. There's so many bad ones on that shit. But that chick start pulling that using the other pictures of chicks and then fuck around. Pull up to I had a chick on that shit, man. I remember she was over there. It's CJ in there. What's the burger stand by your grandma's house, by Karen and them house? It's that Marvell like going there to get burgers. I remember I was over there and I had cracked this chick. They saw on MySpace. The chick she'd show her pictures, but she'd never show her full body. She had a pretty face, or she may show the angle of her out with her homegirls. Chick never looked as big. So I go over there. I'm over there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be over by my folks' house. And no, I may have called her when I was over there at Karen them house. And so Marvell wanted something from the burger place right there. Is that on Rosecrans? What's that over there by the house? I know CJ and they probably hear the playback or something. So I go to the burger stand. I told girl like, whoop, I'm over here by my folks' house. I'm gonna be over at I'm about to head up to this whoopty whoop. So I go over there, and old girl she look right in that area and shit. So I'm like, oh cool, well shit, meet me up there. I go up in this motherfucking burger spot, and I pull up in there, and I'm looking. I don't see nobody but this big, huge ass chick. Man, this chick was huge. I'm bigger now, but back then I'm like more like fit. I'm probably like 220 or something, in shape. But man, I pull up in there, man, this chick all of like 350 or some shit. She and that motherfucker just big, nigga. Like, I'm here looking. I see the big chick. I call this chick. I call the phone like, damn, I think she at the wrong place. I call. Soon as the phone ring, this big bitch pick up the phone. I like, oh, fuck no. Now I gotta play cool, like, man, this bitch look like this. Like, how fucking dare you? How dare you pull this shit on me? But I try to play it cool. After that shit, I would never, ever talk to this chick. Like, bitches in here faking with what they look like and shit. But that other chick, the Grace Jones looking broad, that bitch has some other pretty chick photo and then come popping up at my door like, oh, I'm here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm right here. I'm the first house. It's this one right, 113. I go to answer that door, then there, pass the fuck out. I down there passed out like, oh, some monster that showed up at the door. You know how you got your wooden door, and then it's the screen door. That ugly bitch there gave me a heart attack. Oh my God. But like a true horn dog, nigga, I took it down. That motherfucker had some fire on her ugly head. Like a true horn dog. I took her ugly ass down, and that was it. That motherfucker was fire, though. That shit was fire as a motherfucker. That motherfucker is so fucking ugly. I was like, fuck. I'm like, this old bitch thinks she gonna play me. That motherfucker. It did. And because it says women that are. Damn, let me wait till she get on the fucking TV. He says women that are closest. Sorry, women that are closest to average is best. Um, I think, man, personality is everything, man. Like it's a personality is everything. Like even if a chick don't fit your physical desires, or this is why you may see some people who look like they have a chick that everybody look down on, clown, like I'll let this fool in with this chick, or bitches would be mad seeing this fool with a big chick, or a chick that ain't all dolled up and all that shit, but they don't get it. Everybody base shit off of what people think is the physical attraction, but nothing beats a chick with cool fucking personality. A chick with substance and shit to her. Like that shit outranks everything, homie. A chick just somebody you can chill with. Y'all can talk about anything. The bitch ain't tripping. She know how to laugh. She know how to have fun. She ain't a killjoy. She ain't bringing up trauma. She ain't whining all the fucking time. She just balanced. Like that shit is a plus over every fucking thing. Every fucking thing. But so that wouldn't be a thing where I would have judged them other chicks I'm talking about. But the minute you pull some old fake out shit, showing some other photos and all that other shit, that's why I be like when that internet shit became some fool shit, when them bitches doing that shit. Picasso in there rolling. On the box it says, you know, those drop kits, says Red says, you know, those drop kits Picasso took to the head, got him right and funny, man. Yeah, he got that CTE shit going on for all that MMA fighting. And then Picasso says she looked like a female Dennis Rodman. It says, OMG, says don't take her in public, man. Hell no. Man, I was hoping, because like I said, I was always chilling in front of my house. I know they probably was thinking like, what the fuck? They probably like, what the fuck is this nigga bringing in his house? Like, oh my God. That bitch was horrible, homie. That motherfucker was horrible. That's some shit motherfucker had to hide. That ugly motherfucker. But I remember opening that motherfucking front door. That whole opening the front door scene would have been some comical movie shit. I couldn't believe what was standing at my door. Like, God damn, bitch. Like, come on. Like, Grace Jones to the second power of ugliness. And then the chick was like tall as me. That's why I was looking like, I know damn well this mother. And it made my neighbors thought that was a tranny or some shit. I don't know. That motherfucker was so ugly, and that bitch in there with a short sleeve shirt on with motherfucking guns. Like, bitch orange buff and shit. Like, oh, fuck no. And then the boxing scholar says, Unc says, you ain't cracked nothing since MySpace. Man, you crazy as fuck. No, I can't talk about what the type of shit I crack now because other motherfuckers are know them. So I don't talk about new stories and shit because people, I don't hide my name. People follow me. So yeah, if you was a player and you had knowledge, you understand why you hear nothing but old shit. It is so easy to get in a relationship. It's so easy to get married. And that's the real shit. That's why you don't hear me talk relationship and marriage. It was so many people that are desperate. If I was on that marriage shit, want to be in a relationship, I'd be in a relationship tomorrow, be married within a week. That's how desperate motherfuckers is out here. I wouldn't dare do that shit. Man, I'm keeping that shit player. I'm going to be as single as long as possible unless I get a cool one with a cold personality who ain't going to talk to no marriage shit. We just rock with each other. Don't put too much up on pushing forward on shit. Like, hell no. Y'all niggas crazy out here. I done been around the block too much. Like, I'm cool on that marriage shit. And then but then I got enough game to not talk about any current bitch I may fuck with or a few months ago or down. You'll never hear that shit. You gonna hear my funnier stories. And then and the boxing scholar says, damn. And then Picasso says you had big Shirley in the says in that motherfucker. Yeah, that chick was humongous, homie. But like I said, I've taken down a big chick, but like But no, that chick pulled that shit. She was just big, and I'm like, I sat there and talked to her, but I was like, it was funny as fuck when I'm looking like, oh damn, cause I'm thinking she gonna be bad. Like I'm looking like, oh, that's just that big ass chick in there. And I'm looking around that damn burger stand like, oh, maybe she in the car. I called that big girl, picked that phone up. I said, God damn it. I'm like, oh, fuck. God damn it. This motherfucker that got me. And she wanted to kick it and all that shit. Oh, hell no, man. I gotta go do so. I gotta go take this food back. And then I'll call you. Act like some shit pop up. Boy, I'll get myself out of some fucked up shit. And then and Picasso says she thought you would says she thought you was a DoorDash, man. Hell no, man. Like I say, being a horn dog, I got some funny ass fucking stories, homie. And that's why I be like, I'm glad I lived through that shit because it helped me in my present day where I'm in so much control of my what you call that? Like my dormant horn, because I'm still a horn dog motherfucker. But I'm more mindful of it. Like, damn, I wanna go take her in the back of the building or in the parking lot and go hit. Or be like, damn, do she want me to fuck? Like that shit still be existing in my head. Like, man, I'm still that motherfucker. But I'll be having to like, nah, let me chill the fuck out. And then I'm older. You don't want to be getting in no fucked up situations, knock up some chick, and you in your 40s. Like I said, my priority is my two babies. That's my priorities, and that's why I'm in it. I ain't getting no more kids. Ain't about to end up in no fucked up situation, knocking up some old bitch younger than me and shit. Like hell no. Nah. And then Otto Boxer says she had a snapper, says she had a snapper that's clapped. It says Reds is like says I ain't pulling out, man. Now that ugly chick had some fire on her. Cause nobody was hitting it. And that shit was like, oh my God. I mean, it couldn't look at her face. Oh Lord. You just don't look at her Medusa face like hell no. That shit was funny, man. How that motherfucker just so fucking ugly. I wish I had a phone to take a picture of her fucking ass. Cause that was back then. The phones didn't even have cameras on them like that. The phones didn't even have cameras. The phones didn't even have cameras where you can be slick. I remember before I had a camera where they used to put that old stupid flash sound and shit. While I was I'm in there getting some and try to sneak a photo, and that motherfucking camera went, it do that old fake ass camera stuff is doing. It's like, oh, you bitch ass phone. Like, you motherfucker. Picasso says you took her down, says you took her down like a lion, says on a wildebeest, says trying to drag her down. Yeah, but that chick was, man, she had some fire. Man, I would have probably, no, I wouldn't have fucked with her because it'd been too much explaining. Like, this is a woman, she just buff. Like, hell no, man, I ain't cool on that shit. One time and that was it. And then Rob G says she had an iron jaw. No, I wasn't gonna get no head from that ugly bitch. That shit is like, hell no. I probably would have felt like a fucking homo letting that ugly bitch suck my shit. Like, she was just too fucking ugly. She was too muscular. Like, hell no. I was just about to, like I said, I was just gonna slut that bitch out for lying. Like, you fucking lying about, ashamed of what you look like. Fucking using some other broad photo you found on, and the chick she used is like a lighter skinned chick. I'm in here thinking the whole time, like, oh yeah, I got this I think she had a caramel complected chick. Like I said, this is years ago. I'm like, oh, I got this little bad one about to show up. Like, oh hell yeah, cause we've been talking on the phone, talking this shit. Like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. Answer that door, this ugly motherfucker had that shit. I'm like, oh hell no. And then, but her personality was cool. Like I said, we sitting there talking. I'm in there like, what the fuck? And then when she like can show like pictures, I'm like, okay, cool. This bitch is a bitch. Fucking, this bitch been talking that same old crazy, like the little freaky shit is on. Like, I ain't about to fuck with her after this. She drove way out here. Let's get it on. And then Auto Boxy says she watching and listening to your show right now. Nah, I hope the God she ain't never listened to mine. She probably a cop too. She definitely, if anybody been pulled over by an ugly ass, tall, buff ass chick work for the LAPD, that's that bitch. That's that bitch. I ain't heard no story. It's probably somebody probably done seen her. She was skinny, buff, cut up, Tatiana Taylor looking chick. And then Picasso says, did she work for the city throwing trash cans? No, that bitch. I don't know what if she was on one that fitness because it's around. I don't think that CrossFit shit was out, but she must have been just one of them chicks into that working out shit. Matter of fact, I was listening to somebody talk about the dude talking about joining the NBA. We had this shit with this chick back in when I went to this first time I ever seen a chick like this before all this gender equality shit. They had a broad play on our football team and shit. This ugly, she was ugly as fuck too. She was a gothic chick. She was black. She was a black chick on gothic shit, but she had ass. And it used to be funny to see the dudes when she wanted to play running back and shit. And them trying to take it easy on her. But then the fools start tackling her, and motherfuckers to tackle her and try to hump her and shit. But I remember one of the fools ended up blasting her motherfucker. She played in some games and all that shit. But she was like a weird gothic chick that did the little black eyeshadow shit. She let her hair just look stupid, like she was into that music they listened to and shit. But came out there to play football and shit. And was thick. She was thick than a motherfucker. She put the little football tights on and shit. But was garbage to the motherfucker. She was weak. This was way before that gender equality shit. I wonder what happened to that chick. And Picasso says was she built like a power lifter? No, she was built like fucking like how Angela Bassett arms look and how buff six pack Tatiana Taylor shit look. She was just like the bitch lift weights every fucking day, but like slim. She was slim and tall, like damn bitch, like fuck her titties wouldn't even grow. She lifted so much weight, like hell no, you done destroyed yourself. Like who knows? She probably bumping her clit with another chick. She probably definitely on some scissor and shit. Yeah, she was like too masculine built. Like that bitch is just cut up. She just ripped. He says China from wrestling. No, China got size on. China like bulky shit. This chick could be like how remember how Angela Bassett looked in fucking and that's the only chick I can describe as buff like that. Like how Angela Bassett looked in what's that movie? The Ike Turner shit. She looked like that shit and was like more ripped up. She's just ripped up, no body fat on her. Like hell nah. Like I was like, ain't no motherfucking way. She gotta have some thickness to her for me to want to fuck with her. Some skinny chicks is cool, but after a while they get played out to me. Cause then they get to talk too much about they diet, what they don't eat, eating like birds, and complain too much about food. Bitch, I'm about to eat. Like fuck out of here. Like I'm cool on that shit. I want a chick that look like a chick. Like let your breasts grow, let your ass grow. Even with the titties hanging, shit, they can. I'd rather deal with saggy titties than a chick with a ripped up body and shit. Like, fucking no. But no, I seen this one little bad bitch at the gym. She was skinny, but even with her, she was bony as fuck. Looked like a track star chick. But after a while, I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to mess with her too long. Even like Sha'Carri Richardson, I'll be looking at Sha'Carri. It's something sexy to me about Sha'Carri, but I think that should have lasted for like maybe a month, and then I'll be cool. Like, nah, you need to stop running so much. Like, shit, get thick, man. Put some weight on your motherfucking ass. That skinny shit is a no for after a while. You got to put some weight on. Like, and then after a while, I'll be like, damn, man, you like an AIDS patient. We need to get a fucking AIDS exam like every month. Like, you not looking right. But yeah, that's all I got on this one, folks. I'm about to get off of here. So your wear protection is fully set. Enable it for free. Oh, I'll make sure these fools ain't try to charge me for that antivirus shit. Yeah, them fools would be slick and then hit me out of the blue and charge my account for their little annual antivirus shit. I'm like, man, I ain't paying for that shit. That's the other fucked up shit with this country. Motherfucker buy a computer and then gotta pay these motherfuckers to stop viruses from going on that shit. Like, I ain't about to give you a fucking thing. This motherfucking virus all in one. Like, I ain't about to buy that shit. Like, I'm about to be frugal than a motherfucker with these clown ass people in this country. And then, but yeah, that's all I got, folks. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. But I can't wait to hear what happens with Keefe D motherfucking ass. And if that fool's found guilty, I can't wait to see his ass crash the fuck out in court. Because he's showing the hell gonna crash out on that judge. The boxing scholar says she looked like a man. Yes, she did. That bitch did. And she was ugly as fuck and ripped the fuck up. And about my height. She was about my height. If not, maybe an inch taller. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh, hell no, bitch. That bitch is 100% a chick just into fucking whatever, like early form of women bodybuilding or fucking fitness contest or some shit. But I got that motherfucker was hidden like a motherfucker. But after that, man, I forgot. That's what, because she was going through, that was the other thing we would talk about when she was over there kicking it. Because then she come out with who she was. She was applying for the police shit. So we talked about that shit. The bitch personality was cool. Like, why you just couldn't be your motherfucking self? But after that, I couldn't get over how ugly she was. And now you like fake. Like, something weird about you. Like, well, I look like, continue to talk to a chick who faking who her identity is. Like, fuck out of here. Like, yeah, I'm cool on that shit. Good luck to you on that police shit. But I think she ended up making that shit. But yeah, that's all I got. Catch you on the next one, folks, man. For a few more of my interesting comical stories of the past of being a motherfucking retired horn dog. That's why I'm a retired horn dog. Bound to come out of retirement. I come out that motherfucker every now and then. Then I deal with some I come out of retirement every now and then I realize, damn, fool, you fucking up. Then I gotta go back. Gotta hang the jersey back up. But that's all I got, folks. I'm out of here. Peace, peace.